morning, friends. Good morning, friends. Jana here, live at the tree. It's a pleasure to share this space, truly. I want you to allow yourself to be present for this next hour and allow your awareness to really reside inside yourself. Set that foundation of who you are, that clarity within the self, and then allow yourself to walk about the rest of this day in that knowing, in that clarity, in that stability, right? So go ahead, find yourself in a comfortable space, on your yoga mat, on a towel, wherever you find yourself, ready to just move and breathe and be. We're going to take a moment to just allow the eyes to close. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Notice where your hands are, where your feet are. Take a breath. Take a deeper breath. And then take one more breath, deeper still. I want you to bring one hand to the front of the heart. And we're going to place one hand at the front of the pelvis, so right between the hip bones. And these spaces I equate to our chakra spaces, so the heart chakra and our sacral chakra. That chakra that is the seat of your sacredness, right? And I want you to just let yourself kind of feel that good. The sacral chakra is all about the pleasure principle and allowing yourself to connect to the good that's inside of you. Being worthy of feeling good, right? And our heart is all about connecting, loving, seeing. So right now, as we connect to the heart and to the sacral chakra, I want you to feel your good, see the good in you. And then maybe connect that with your breath and just let it flow and move in and out your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel the body move with the breath. And just acknowledge your own life, your own movement, your own being. Let's take 3 more breaths right here. And then as you're ready, relax the arms to the sides. And let's reach them up overhead. Start to blink open the eyes and look up toward the sky. Keep the arms raised, spread the fingers wide, feel the hips pressing down, spine long, breathe in. Relax the shoulders as you breathe out. Keep the arms up. Take another breath in. And exhale out. One more inhale here. And then let the palms come together to touch and exhale it down to the heart. Let the chin drop down to the chest as well. Hold this here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale. Reach the arms out wide and then overhead. Look up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Look down to the heart space. 2 more. Inhale, wide. Feel your body taking up space. Exhale it down to the heart. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's bring the right hand to the left knee. Keep the spine nice and tall. We're going to twist through the spine. That left hand can come behind you. Keeping the spine long. Maybe feel free to take an option here for just a little bind. So that left hand that's behind you, you can just wrap it around the low back. Maybe hooking the hand on the right hip. And just let yourself feel the good in this shape. Try to keep the knees and hips relaxed. And breathe. So we're going to continue to focus on the pelvis and the heart and how they kind of move together in different shapes, especially heart openers. On the exhale, go ahead and slowly unwind your twist back to center. Let the left hand come to the right knee. Keep the spine long. Right hand behind you as you twist to the other side. And just notice how we're kind of moving through our heart chest space, but we're rooted at the pelvis. So that's our anchor. And then we kind of swivel, if you will, with the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel free to take that bind with the right hand. Try to relax hips and legs. One more breath here. Good. Coming back to center. We're going to plant the palms behind us. Taking our first little back bend here. This is going to be nice and subtle, gentle. Take it slow. We got plenty more to come throughout our time together today. So press the palms behind you, and that's going to be your second point of stability. I want your first point of stability to, again, be the center of the pelvis, or you can think of your hip points pressing down to the earth. And then the palms are just that kind of reinforcement. And then bring the awareness to the heart and let it rise. Now, be mindful of the weight of your head. Let the shoulder blades come together and keep your airway open. So we don't want the head to drop and you can't hear me now, right? So still be able to breathe and let the heart lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Just tune into your heart. What's it talking about today? On the next exhale, slowly start to release and just come to a neutral spine. Relax the shoulders. Beautiful. As you're ready, we're going to swing the legs around. Come onto all fours. Let the knees be a little wider than the hips. Press the palms down. And we're just going to sit the hips back. Come to child's pose. I want you to let, again, pelvis is reaching back. So the back of the pelvis is tilting up. Front of the pelvis is tilting forward, and then the heart presses down to the earth. And just let the hips be as kind of weightless or heavy as you can. Unclenching the glutes, the thighs, and just kind of relaxing into this shape. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. Let's inhale, come on up to table. Find a little flow here. So we're gonna reach the left leg back behind us. Keep the ball of the foot flat and just rock your weight forward and back. Connect with the hamstring, the calf, the whole back of the left leg. Good. And then as you're ready, go ahead and lift the toes off the ground. Keep the heel in line with the hip as best you can. If you need to look back at first, feel free to do that. Pardon. And then come back, find the alignment, then out through the crown of the head as well. Breathe. Keep the core engaged so we're not sagging our bellies, but we're keeping it active. All right, now keep that leg lifted. We're gonna bend the knee and bring it to the left elbow. Good. Bring it back where you had it up. And then exhale back to the mat. Good. Right leg back long. Rock the weight forward and back. Start to wake up the hips a little bit more. Feel the space in the whole body. Even though we focus on one part of the body, see if you can acknowledge, right, that every part of the body is moving. When that feels complete, go ahead and find some stillness. Lift the foot off the ground. Reach back through the heel. And then reach forward through the crown of the head. Hold it here, active core engaged. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that right leg lifted. On the next exhale, bend the knee to the right elbow. Good. Keep that hip open and then extend the leg back again long. Drop the knee down. Exhale, tuck the toes under and sit the hips back. So press the spine long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Back up to our table. Let's extend the left leg back again. Lift it into the air. This time add that right arm forward. So it's natural to wobble. That's part of kind of feeling our balance, right? And it's also okay to have another touch point, maybe the fingertips or the tippy toes, one of them, both of them, and then work your way to feeling the stability to rise. Breathe in, breathe out. Really reach long through the back heel and through the front fingertips. Keep the arm and the leg lifted. And then we're gonna bring the back knee to left elbow and the right elbow out to the side. Good, both of them back long. Exhale, bring the hand and knee down. Right leg back, lift it up, hold it here. And then you can walk left fingertips forward or lift the hand in the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. With your next breath, we're gonna exhale, bend that elbow and the knee to the side. And then extend back long. Bring the hand and knee down. Let's take a little cat-cow and then we're gonna make a flow with that. So inhale, just let the heart reach forward. Tailbone lifts up in the back. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Again, inhale, long spine, heart forward. Exhale, round it out. One more of those. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really good. Neutral spine. Left leg back behind you. Long. Lift the foot up. Right arm forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend elbow and knee out to the side. Inhale long. One more of those. Exhale, bend elbow and knee. Inhale long. Bring the hand and knee down. Good. Other side. Right leg long. Lift the foot up. Left arm forward. Hold it here. Breathe. On the exhale, bend the elbow and the knee. Inhale it long. Exhale, bend elbow and knee. Inhale it long. And then bring the hand and knee down. Keep the toes tucked and just sit back on your heels. Let the palms be facing up. Relax the shoulders. Taking a pause to just observe and feel and notice and be. Staying with that full breath. Good. Now, we're going to take a gentle camel pose here as we continue to deepen our back bends, and then we'll come back to it and deepen it. So for this first one, I really want you to not go to your deepest depth. I want you to really start it off slow and feel the kind of mechanics, again, of our pelvis and our heart space together. So we can start bringing knees under hip points, finding that alignment and balance there. You can tuck the toes under as well, or you can let the tops of the toes be flat. With the toes tucked, you have a little more height. So just kind of feel it out. But we're not even reaching for our toes right now. So to start, just like we began our practice, I want you to bring one hand to the heart, maybe the other hand this time, and then the other hand right to the front of your hips. So sometimes we enter camel by pressing our hips forward from the back. This time I want you to use the hips and those muscles to press the hips forward. So go ahead, start to just feel your hips press forward. And you can already tell that your chest and your heart moves automatically, right? Try to move the hips forward without moving your chest. And then start to let the chest rise. Keep the head nice and balanced, relax the shoulder blades. And just take this gentle feeling into that extended spine. Breathe. Now, again, we're not going to move our hands, but I want you to just envision bringing the hands behind you and then maybe reaching for the ankles or the heels. So we'll do that later. Right now, just kind of feel the spinal space and the natural shape of this back bend. Maybe take 2 more breaths. Take your time coming back upright. Relax back to sit on the heels. Relax the arms at the sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. All right. We're going to bring the legs in front. Hug the knees into the heart space. Take a pause here and just kind of feel that heart coming in. Every time that we kind of open our hearts and feel that openness in the front body, I want you to also just feel it inside yourself by kind of closing it in, right? So there's that balance. And then we're gonna rock and roll up to stand. So take your time, have fun with this. Maybe make your way there this way, maybe not. But we're gonna just start to rock and roll on our spine. And I want you to like feel planting your feet, pressing yourself up to stand. So something to play with. Come up, find those heels right under the hips, hands at the heart center. And just press the feet down in a way to where you can lift your toes up. So feeling the balls of your feet and the heels pressing down. Feel the arch space on the insides of your feet. And then you might even feel that outer edge of the foot pressing down as well. Kind of like your typical baby footprint, right? And then relax the toes if you still have them lifted. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Let's move. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale, take a forward fold. You can bend the knees and then let the heart space just fold forward. Grab opposite elbows. Take a little rock side to side. Maybe shake the head yes and no. And then bring your hands to your shins, lifting up halfway, extending spine long. And as you extend your spine, also think about that extension at the hamstrings as well. So to the point before the knees lock though, right? So we have straight legs to a comfortable degree. Long. Exhale, fold forward, relax the spine, the shoulder, head. 2 more just like that. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Long spine, long legs. Exhale, fold and relax it. Good. Come to a low squat, hands in front of the feet. Lift the heels off the mat. Bend the knees, hips are low. Now, see that you're balancing on the balls of your feet right here? We're gonna press up all the way to stand. So you can bring your hands to your hips or keep them on the mat to start. And just start to straighten out the legs, staying on the balls of your feet. Coming all the way up, reach the arms overhead. And then relax the heels down, bringing hands to your heart. Good, let's move through that again. Inhale, arms up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Low squat, exhale. Inhale to stand. Start to straighten the knees. Stay on the balls of your feet. Arms up. Exhale, heels down, hands to heart. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, long spine. Low squat, bend into the knees, lower the hips. Good. Inhale to stand. Stay balanced on the balls of the feet. Arms up. Exhale, heels down, hands at heart. Last time, inhale, reach up, fill up the space. Exhale, fold forward, release and let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, feel that length in the spine and the hamstrings. And then exhale, bend into your squat. Now feel your balance right here, and and then extend it up to stand. Reach overhead. Exhale, lower it down. Take a pause, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really good. We're gonna come to a wide-legged stance facing the side of your mat. Keep your feet parallel. And a good way to kind of measure this is spreading the arms out wide and having the wrists more or less in line with your heels, more or less, right? So feel that out. We're gonna bring hands to hips and come to another forward fold, just halfway fold. Long spine, hips float back, crown of your head floats forward. Really good. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath here. Let your legs and hamstrings get some good space. Feel your heart forward, pelvis pressing back. Good. And then bring the hands down to the mat. We're gonna come back up to stand. Good. Hands at heart center. Now, left toes are gonna press and turn, they're gonna turn and face to the back of your mat. So we're opening from our hip joint. Pelvis still points to the side, but our hip opens out from the pelvis as that foot turns out. Arms go wide. Bend into that same knee that you just turned your foot. So left knee. Find your warrior two. Try to stack that knee over the heel. Keep your torso center. Relax the shoulders. And find that point of awareness right over the left middle finger. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, straighten your left leg, reach the arms up overhead and face the side of your mat again. See how the pelvis and the heart line up to face the side. Come back to your warrior two without letting the pelvis and the heart move from facing the side. Only the head turns. Inhale, reach it all up again. Face the side, feel that alignment. And then one more warrior two. Good. Keep your legs in warrior two. Lift that left arm up to the sky to reverse. Let the hips press to the left. And just breathe. Relax that back hand. Maybe again find that bind that we found in our twist when we were seated. Breathe in. Warrior two on the exhale. Good. Straighten the left leg again. We're gonna find our triangle here. So this time the legs stay as they are. Reach through the left fingertips toward the left side wall. As much as you can. Let your hips press back. And then when you feel the most space that feels comfortable to you, then just let that lower hand fall. Left hand up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take in all the feels. And just be with yourself right now. Connect. Breathe. One more full inhale. Exhale it out. We're going to inhale to stand back to warrior two. Bend into that front knee, lift the torso to center. And then straighten that leg. Turn that left foot back in parallel. And then we're going to bring the heels in, toes out, and come to goddess. So cactus the elbows, bend the knees, sit the hips low. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just feeling that space in the whole body. In this openness, sometimes we feel it's being vulnerable to other people, but I want you to just let yourself be open to your own self, right? Be open to who you are. Curious about the possibilities within you. Breathe in. Exhale out. Really good. Inhale to stand. Parallel the feet again. Forward fold. Take whatever forward fold feels best to you right now. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Find those movements on the other side. And then flow through it all together, adding a little balance pose at the end. All right? So take another big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale to make your way back up to standing in our wide-legged stance. Turn the right toes out, moving from your hip. So again, heart, pelvis, facing side still. Hip is the only thing that's opening up. Arms reach out. And then as we bend that right knee, tracking over the right ankle, we also turn the head looking over the right middle finger this time. Just feel your alignment. It's okay to shorten or widen your stance as you feel out these shapes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Straighten that right leg, reach the arms up, face the side again and feel that alignment. Pelvis, heart to the side, right over each other. Bend into your warrior two. Good. Inhale it all up. Exhale, warrior two. One more, let it feel really good. Whole body engaged, alive, active. Exhale, warrior two. Keep your legs as they are. Right hand lifts up and reverses. Optional bind with the left hand. Hips keep pressing forward. Exhale back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Find your triangle. So again, reach forward first and let the hips press back. And then find that fold. And we want to keep our heart space open, right? That's the theme of the day. So you might find yourself kind of hovering in sometimes. Then shorten your stance and maybe don't bend as deep. But keep the heart open no matter what. Let that be the guide. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath here. Feel it all. Maybe enjoy it all. And inhale to rise up. Straighten that right leg. Turn back to the center. Heels in, toes out. Goddess pose. Sit the hips low. Keep the spine long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stand tall on the next inhale. Parallel your feet. Take a forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands to hips. Next inhale to stand all the way up. Arms out. Left toes point out to the side. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Keep your legs as they are. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, we're gonna add on side angle. So rest on that front thigh and reach through the right side body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach forward. Exhale into your shape. Take an extra breath here. Inhale back to warrior two. We're gonna add that special treat I said, half moon. So bring your left hand, we're gonna bring it to the ground first, right next to that left foot. And then as we bring our back foot forward, then we can move our left hand a little bit further in front of the foot. Now, if you have a block or a bolster or anything to put your hand on and bring the ground up higher, use that. Press down into the left foot. Shift your weight forward to start to straighten the front leg. Back leg lifts. Parallel with the earth. Reach through the heel. And the right hand reaches up. Now, just like in our triangle in warrior two, my heart and my pelvis is facing the side. Hips forward, right? So sometimes you might find yourself kind of cowering in a little bit, folding in. Just see where you can find the lift. And it's okay to keep that back foot touching the ground. Take one more breath wherever you are in half moon. And then we're gonna take our time, coming back to warrior two, bending front knee, landing back foot. Straighten the front leg, turn the feet in, heels in, toes out. Goddess pose. Breathe. Inhale it all up to the sky. Parallel the feet, forward fold. Inhale to stand. Right toes out to the side, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms up, facing the side. Exhale, warrior two. Keep the legs as they are. Reverse your warrior. Right arm up. Exhale, side angle. Rest on that front thigh, left side body space. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. Reach forward and find that fold. Heart still forward, right? One more breath here. Inhale, warrior two. We're gonna set up for half moon, other side. So, bring the right hand as that. Bounce into it, keeping our front body facing the side. Use whatever block, prop, support you need. And again, that lifted heel is in line with my hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Feel your balance, your strength. Slowly, warrior two. Good. Straighten the front leg. Turn to the side, heels in, toes out. Goddess. Whew. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, straighten it all up to the sky. Parallel your feet. Fold forward, let it all go. Bring your hands to grab the shins and just draw your head toward the earth. Let the hips reach up as you just find as much space as you comfortably can here in this fold. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. And we're just going to heel toe the feet apart a little bit more. See if maybe you can even bring forearms to the earth. Maybe. If not, see if you can at least press the palms down. Maybe. Take 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to walk our hands to our left foot as we turn those toes out to the left corner of our mat. Start to bend that knee as we straighten the right leg. So a little half side squat. You can keep your hands on the mat, or if you feel the strength and balance in your hips, you can lift the hands. Take 1 more breath here. We're going to walk to the other side. Let those toes point out as the knee bends and the opposite leg comes on the heel and straightens. Good. 1 more time each side. Walk it over. Move the hips. And then last side. Good. Keep the hands at the front of your mat. Turn the whole body to face the front of your mat. So we're in a low lunge. Front foot flat, back foot, we're on the balls of the toes. And just kind of rock the hips forward and back again. Let them kind of sink down to the earth. And then drop that back knee. And then again, we're gonna let the hips sink forward and down to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your left hand planted. We're going to twist to the right, lifting that hand up to the sky. Another space where we can find a bind here with that right hand up, the right hand that's up in the sky. We can bring it to loop around the back, grabbing the hip maybe. 1 more breath here. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale it back to the mat. And then shift the hips back, coming onto the heel of the front foot, half split, lengthen out the right leg, and fold over that leg. So we're keeping our heart up. Had to remind myself there. Letting the hips press back and reaching out through the front heel, allowing length in our right leg, back of the leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Then we're gonna inhale, walk the hands forward, come all the way up to our high lunge. Lift the back knee, finding your balance on both feet. Lift the arms up. And then relax the shoulders, breathe. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the front foot. We're gonna step the front foot back to downward dog. Lift the hips high. Walk it out if you want to, need to. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. We're gonna lift to the hands, lift the heels, bend the knees a little, and walk your feet to your hands. Stay in your forward fold, and then we're gonna step the right foot back, and then just rock the hips forward and back. Let them rock closer to the earth, and then bring that back knee down. Same thing, hips go forward and down, and just find some space here. Heart forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Good, and then bring the hips back, coming to the heel of the front leg and straightening out that leg. Press the hips back, press the left heel forward. Heart is forward. Walk the hands back forward to your neutral lunge, framing the left foot. Lift the back knee. Find your stability on both feet. Rise all the way up, high lunge. Anjaneyasana. Relax the hips. Reach that right heel back. And there might be a bend in the back knee, a little bend. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale here. Exhale, lower the hands, frame the front foot. Step the front foot back to downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's flow through a vinyasa together here. We're gonna take it slow and easy this first time through. As you're ready, we're gonna inhale to plank pose. So let the shoulders kind of roll forward over the wrists. And then our heels and hips are in alignment. Let the back be kind of puffed up and supported. Breathe. On the next exhale, bring the knees down. And then the chest and the chin, and just kind of slither flat onto your belly. Inhaling the heart and head up for cobra. Keep the elbows in, shoulder blades rolling back. Press the tops of the feet down on the mat. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes under. Press back up onto your knees first, so our supported plank. And then press up to downward dog. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale to lower. Knees down first or not. Inhale, untuck the toes, lift the heart, keep the elbows in. Exhale to lower. Finding our way to downward dog. You can press up on knees first. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good, bring the knees down. Keep the toes tucked and let the hips go back for a little child's pose variation here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And stay in your child's pose with the head down. Keep the elbows on that, but we're going to bring the palms together and then at the back of the neck. And just kind of let your shoulders relax down toward the earth. Open up, find space, breathe. And I want you to take this moment to check in with yourself, right? We set the tone at the beginning of our practice to just feel into that good. Connect with the good. Is that still present for you? Can you find that space right here? And then continue to flow and move from that space. Let's take 2 more breaths here in child's pose. Feel that refreshment that every breath brings, if we let it. And then extend the arms back long, press the palms into the mat, and inhale up to table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep the palms pressing firmly, and really feel the whole of your palms pressing down, including especially that kind of inner part of the palm where the pointer and middle finger connect with the palm, right? And then from that space, also press down at the balls of the left foot, and we're gonna and then you can unsquare the hips or open the right hip. Feel free to make circles here or just kind of feel the space. Whatever feels good. Just take a couple breaths. Feeling into that right hip. Good. And then re-square the hips, 3-legged dog. We're going to bring that right knee to nose. Exhale, shoulders over wrists. And then plant that foot between the hands. Good. Take a pause here. Inhale, rise. High lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Interlace the fingers behind you. A little deeper back bend here. So roll the shoulder blades back. Let the heart lift. Keep the hips pressing forward. Keep the airway open. Breathe. Keep that left heel pressing back. On the next inhale, come up to center, tall spine. Exhale to frame the front foot. Good. Step the front foot back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's vinyasa together. So inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the hips lifting high. Take another breath or 2 here. And then as you're ready, we're going to lift the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Press through the heel first, keeping the hips together. And then bend that left knee and start to find space in the left hip. Making circles, doing whatever feels good to you and your body right now. Breathing full. Good. Close the hips again. Reach the 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee forward to nose. Step the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Find your balance here. Interlace the fingers behind you. And then let the hips press forward and the heart lift up. Just like we did with that version of camel. So we're not using the hands or anything to press us. We're just feeling it through our own hips and heart. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale back up tall through center. Exhale, frame the front foot with your hands. Step the front foot back, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Plank pose on the inhale. Chaturanga this time on the exhale. So elbows bend and body hovers. Inhale for up dog. Untuck the feet, lift the heart and the head. Downward dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Press the palms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look toward your hands. Walk or hop the feet forward to your forward fold. And exhale, nice and full when you get there. Halfway lift on the inhale. Bring your hands to hips, and then just hinge up at the hips to stand all the way up, back to mountain pose. Arms at the sides, breathe in. Breathe out. Close the eyes for a moment here. And just feel inside yourself. Notice how your breath is feeling. Notice how the air feels on your skin. Notice the feet, the hands, the head, the shoulders. And then again, notice the heart, the hips, aligned literally over one another and facing forward. Breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna flow through a few rounds of sun salutation A and allow for our last few really nice heart openers, back bends, and slow it on down. So feel into this moment. With your next inhale, let's reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on the inhale. Find as much space with each shape. Plant the palms, exhale to plank pose. Feel the balance, the stability, the knowing. On the next exhale, lower, chaturanga or all the way. Inhale, the heart is forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. This is our home base right here. Right? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, feel the stability. Breathe out, look to the hands. Walk or hop the feet forward to your fold. Exhale when you get there. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Really good. Stable core, come up to stand tall. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, arms reach up. Press down through the feet. Feel the whole body alive. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Plank pose, exhale. Step it back, hop it back. Feel the balance here. Take an extra inhale. And then with control, exhale to lower. Choose what shape you want here. And then lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Downward dog. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Keep the hips pressing up to the sky. Heels pressing down to the earth. On the next inhale, look to the hands. Walk or hop the feet forward to your fold. Exhale. Halfway lift on the inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale to stand. Press through the feet, reach up through the hands. Exhale, hands at heart. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to plank pose. Take an extra inhale here. Lower on the exhale. Inhale the heart forward. Downward dog, exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more full breath here. Last downward dog. Bring the knees to the earth. Let's find that other camel shape here. So again, you can keep the toes tucked under. This time we might attempt to reach for the heels. And this time we're gonna start again with hands at the front body, and then we'll move them to the back body, all right? One hand on the center of the pelvis, one hard. Feel that stability in the knees. In neutral, take a breath in. Take a breath out. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. With your inhale, start to exhale. The back body extending back. relaxed, and breath flowing. And then you can bring your hands to the hips, side of the hips or back of the hips. Maybe press a little bit more. Maybe reach down the back of the legs to ankles, to shins. Keep heart and hips forward. You should still be able to breathe freely. Really good. One more breath here, my friend. Feel the heart. And then inhale up to center, neutral spine. And then just sit the hips back on the heels. Relax the shoulders, the head, and breathe. The belly. All right, so with these different shapes, they're just different perspectives, different ways to explore the body and feel the body in new ways, all right? We're gonna come to bow pose eventually right here. So we're gonna start by just letting the chin come to the mat. Bend your left knee so that the heel comes toward the back of your hips, to your bum. And then you can reach your left hand back to the foot and just feel, but try to keep the front body down. If you need to lift up to reach, then feel free, but keep the knee and the shin on the ground for right now. We just want to feel this. Now, I want you to see how the front of the hips probably lifted up a little bit, maybe, but see if you can let the front of the hips press down into the mat. So front of the pelvis and the heart are both pressing to the earth now, right? So just a little bit here. We're not doing the whole thing. Just feel that subtle sensation of the back starting to bend and the heart starting to open, the hips starting to open. Lower the chest and just take a breath here. Good. Release the left side. Same thing with the right foot. So bend the right knee, reach for the foot, and tune into the front of the hips. If the hips lifted off the mat, I want you to press them together, back into the mat, forward. Let the right heel, come toward the right hip. And just feel into that here. One more breath. And then let that go. Now, arms out to the sides like airplane wings. We're gonna take our locust shape here before our full bow. So I want you to first just take a breath, relaxing the whole body flat on the earth. And then start to lift the hands, the arms, the shoulders, the head and the chest, keeping the front of the pelvis, once again, as our kind of center anchor point. And then you can start to reach through the toes, lifting the feet off the ground. Heart is forward, pelvis is forward. So another back bend, right? Just another perspective and way to experience it. Breathe. See if you can stay lifted. Reach the arms forward, extend. One more inhale. Slowly lower, exhale. Bring your right cheek to the mat and just take a breath or two or three or four or five. Turn and bring the other cheek to the mat. Same thing. Good. Bring the chin to the earth. This time, going for that full bow if you'd like to. You can bring both knees to bend. Start by just naturally feeling the heels coming toward the back of the hips. And then you might need to lift the chest to reach for the feet. Keep the knees and the shins down to start. And just relax the front body to start. Get that set point. Take a breath. And then same action, right? We're gonna kick the feet into the hands as we let the front of the hips, the center of the pelvis, press down and our heart reach forward. Our neck stays nice and neutral, keeping that full passageway of breath. Knees stay close toward each other. Breathe. Maybe one more inhale. Slowly lower and let it go. Bring one cheek to the mat. And then bring the other cheek to the mat. Good. Bring the chin back to the mat. Press the palms right underneath the shoulders. Hug those elbows in. And just press up for one more cobra here. Nice and easy through the spine. Let the shoulder blades roll back. And then let's just look over the left shoulder. And then turn to look over the right. And roll it back down to center. And let's roll onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. And come to happy baby. So we're allowing the hips to open from the inside of the legs, either our shins, ankles, outside of the feet. Try to keep the back of your hips on the ground for right now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more breaths here, happy baby pose. Let's hug the knees in together. Sky. Flex the ankles so the toes point towards your face. Reach up through the heels and down through the hips. Long hamstrings, calves. Breathe it in. Reach the arms up to the sky. Reach the fingertips, spread them wide. And then we're just gonna lift the head and the shoulders off the ground. Engage the core here, reach up. So just making this opposite shape here than our back bend. So we're rounding the spine forward. Keep it here. Let that right leg, keep it long, but start to lower toward the earth. Take a breath in, keep reaching through the heels. And then bring that right leg back up. Same thing, left leg. Reach through the heels. Lift it up. Both legs together, lower. Good, lift it back up. Hug the knees in, lower it down to the earth. We're gonna extend the right leg long, keep the left knee hugged in, and just really reach that knee towards your left shoulder, into your left hip space. Cross that left knee over the body to a twist. You can shift it if you need. Let the arms go out to the sides, shoulder blades relaxed on the earth. Feeling the breath starting to smooth out, soothe. One more breath here. And then we'll bring that left knee in. Hug the right knee in, lengthen the left leg on the mat, and just hug. And then we'll cross that knee over the body, finding our twist on the other side. Relax into the shape. Back to center, finding whatever and love for your body that you want, and then finding your way nice and easy to Shavasana. Lying, reclined on the back. Relax the limbs. So start by relaxing feet, legs, hands, arms. Let your head be fully supported by the mat that you're on, by the earth. So let it all go in the neck and the shoulders. Let it all relax. And maybe bring your awareness back where we began. Connecting our heart and our hips, our pelvis. What does that mean, right? And I know our minds can go so many places when we think about our bodies in these intimate ways. But one thing I want you to recognize, especially when we think about the heart, is simply connecting with, right? What do you think about? What do you care about? What do you connect with? What do you love? And then when we think about our hips and our pelvis space, a lot of times we hold tension there because we don't allow that pleasure principle to flow. Let yourself feel good, especially in moments when you're just by yourself on your mat, just you and you. As we let our pleasure and the good within our own selves grow and flow and show, right? We find more mobility in our bodies, more mobility in this world. So connect with the good in you. We're going to take 1 minute here. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Allow that good to flow through you, from you, and to you, fully and freely. And so it is. Be well, my